Welcome to Crystalline Light Meditations. Just breathing deeply and slowly, centering in. Releasing emotions, reactions, PTSD from all of the circumstances and things that have unfolded really in the past year. Has been so intense, and we're in the final stretch, and it's always darkest right before the dawn. So let us prepare to go into the darkness to find our light. We're going to get our torches within, become the lighthouses that we are, and hold the light for this final stretch of 2020. This final stretch of the astrological culminations that bring us to the dawn of the age of Aquarius. So just inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. The big sigh. Just centering ourselves and allowing our nervous system to come into alignment. Breathing now, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. The longer exhale activates the parasympathetic nervous system of relax, release, heal. Repair, digest. We have a lot of energy to digest. A lot has happened in the last 24 hours, in the last year. So just releasing all of our reactions, all of our stories, all of our judgments, all of the meaning that we place upon the events that are unfolding. They're still unfolding. Now bringing in a tube of light around you. Just allowing the crystalline light to stream in from the galactic center, from the great central sun. Just knowing that the light is streaming in. The light is triggering all of this. The lights are getting turned on, and everything that is hiding in the darkness is coming forth. All the skeletons in the closet are being spotlighted. We're turning over all the rocks and all the creepy crawlies of our collective consciousness are scurrying about. So the light is triggering this. So So allow the light to stream in, knowing that there is a collective upheaval and purging of all structures and systems and beliefs that do not serve humanity. And it's global. But it is merely a reflection of us. So each of us gets to look in the mirror at all of our skeletons in the closet, all of our secrets, of all of our trauma and pain from this life and the past, and bring it into the light for healing, for forgiveness, for resolution, for restitution, for balance. While everything is perfect in the light, in the third dimension, there has been a lot of hijacking and co-opting and mind control and power over. And that is apparent in the collective. People are told certain stories that have been fabricated, and they believe them. And then there's stories on the other side as well that people believe. And so humanity did not wake up yet completely and take responsibility for their part and come into oneness and alignment. They've sort of doubled down on their opinion. They've sort of gone into their corners and bunkered down with their cognitive dissonance. And so that just means that we have not, because we all are one, we are all connected. And what happens to one of us happens to all of us. And every single thing is a reflection of us. And so it is reflecting our trauma. It is reflecting our division, our disconnection from the divine, our trust in the divine. There is a lot of healing work to be done. And so each of us must do our inner work even more. Uphold the light even stronger. Move forward with our divine mission even more. To allow this beautiful light, knowing that the light is highlighting what has been in the shadows. Old systems that are ready to fall. So ultimately, everything is in divine order. And everything must unfold in a way to reveal so that we may heal. So coming up through the top of our heads, all the way up to the great central sun, calling in the Mother, Father, God, the creator of all that is, feeling this energy pouring in. Everything is going to be okay. Ultimately, everything always is okay. Calling in our higher self, the aspect of ourself that is perfect, whole, and complete, and has a broader vision, a higher vision, a higher perspective of our life and of what is unfolding in the collective. Calling in our entire healing team, all the beings of love and light that surround us always and infinitely, to support us, to guide us, to protect us, to direct us. Connecting in with the divine mind, the one mind, the mind of all knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Knowing that nothing is as it seems in this world of separation, in this 3D matrix, this divide and conquer programming, this toxic masculinity and colonizer mindset that if you want something, you can take it and you deserve it and you can just take it. And that must come up and come out so that we can remember that we are one. We are one with each other. We are one with the earth. And every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And everything you do and say and think and feel has an impact on the collective. And so because we are here, we are awakened ones who are awakening more, who have come here to hold the light. We're taking on more responsibility. We're transmuting more energies. But we are never doing it alone because we have our team is assisting us that can magically and miraculously heal all of the wounds within us. It doesn't happen overnight, but layer by layer, we peel away the layers of our separation, the lifetimes of suffering and struggle. And we juice it for all the nutrients, all the pearls of wisdom, all the understanding. That we can distill from all that has happened. knowing that we came here as divine beings to serve. And we are multidimensional. And yet when we came here, we had to fit into this small and limited and separate body. And that has been traumatic. That has been challenging. And in these dark ages, we've experienced burnings and lynchings and so many seemingly unfair experiences. But it's bringing us to this now moment where we come together as one. And come into our power and have compassion for those that are suffering, but rise above it to hold the light and guide people to this oneness and this division that is manifesting on the planet is an illusion ultimately. And the antidote for it is unity consciousness, is oneness with all life. So let us connect with the earth and all her people, sending down your roots deep, deep down into the earth. All the way down into the center of the earth. Anchoring yourself, grounding yourself. We must be grounded. We have an intense month ahead of us where everything is culminating. Everything is coming to a head. The pimple must be popped and it's all coming to the surface right now, and it's going to explode all over the place. And ultimately, it's going to be good, but it may not look pretty. But we will be grounded and centered. We will not react. We will just double down in the love, in the oneness, in the healing. We will claim our sovereignty, knowing that nothing will hurt us. Nothing can hurt us. There is no need to get into fear that will be broadcast, that is being broadcast to us. To limit the love, to limit the unity. When we come together as one, the agenda of love and light is unstoppable. It's a tsunami, it's a tidal wave. There is much healing. So make sure you are anchored into the earth, that you're grounded and centered, and connect in with the mother. The living, breathing spirit of the earth is here to support us. The divine feminine energy is coming back onto the earth to take its place next to the divine masculine energy. And as that occurs all the toxic masculinity, all the victimization, all the illusion, all the separation, all the fear and anger is coming up to be released. It is always darkest right before the dawn. And we are dawning on the age of Aquarius, of humanitarianism, of brotherhood and sisterhood, of an egalitarian society, of oneness and unity, of technology that forwards us, of freedom, of group consciousness. The Piscean age of power over, of hijacking the message of unconditional love and using it to control people, of religion and giving away our power. It's just coming to a head. Colonialization, the destruction of the Mother Earth, believing that we can just take whatever we want. It's coming to an end, and the Mother Earth is being uplifted, and we are being restored as her stewards, her protectors, protecting the meek, children, the animals, all those who are not being protected. So everything is in perfect divine order. Everything is unfolding as it must. We are watching it unfold with neutrality. We honor you, Mother Earth. We honor you, Divine Feminine. We honor all the peoples of the earth, the original kings and queens. From the motherland from which we all come. The people of the earth will be uplifted. And we will learn to live in a circle rather than a straight line. Higher dimensional thinking is not this linear straight line. The means justify the ends. Ends justify the means. But a circle. We are all one. What we do to one, we do to all. What we do to ourselves, we do to others. What we do to others, we do to ourselves. We do to the earth, we do to ourselves. Coming back into the circle, into the cycles of nature. We don't control nature. We live in harmony with nature, with the earth. We do not extract all of her blood. We learn to live in harmony and use this free energy that is available to us. How is that reflected in your life? how is this drama that is unfolding reflected in your life? Where are you triggered? Where are you the most challenged with what is going on? Where are you reacting? This is where you need more love and more healing. So now let us activate our divine hearts of unconditional love, dropping into our heart and visualizing a beautiful pink flame that gives us life, this divine unconditional love that is literally what we are made of. And it is the same spark that gives life to every sentient being on the planet. There is no separation. It is an illusion. Even the people that you despise, you are one with. So do not despise them, because then you despise the unresolved aspects of yourself. It is such a hard lesson. We must forgive everything unconditionally. We must love everyone unconditionally, no matter how wrong we think they are, no matter how much they're destroying the planet. We have not come together as one in this challenging year. We have gone off to our corners, and so we as the leaders have to double down in our love, in our forgiveness, to make up for the people who just aren't ready yet. It's not that they're bad or wrong. There is this mind control, there is psyops, there is hijacking. People are under influences. People are taught false narratives. People have these entire worldviews that are based upon opinion rather than fact. And everybody's getting gaslighted, and so nobody knows what's real and what's fake, and it's confusing and scary. And some people have had their entire belief of themselves as being superior to make themselves feel better, and now that is being called into question. And it's a reckoning. So we forgive even what is unforgivable. And that means that we can forgive the aspects of ourself that are unforgivable, the aspects of ourself that we tell ourselves makes us bad and wrong. We just have the wrong information. We just forgot the plot. We forgot that we are divine beings, that the earth is alive, that we are always provided for, that we are one, and everything is available to us within. And everything that we're taught doesn't exist is everything that we need. And everything that we were taught that is real in the 3D world is false. So let us call in now the sacred transmuting violet flame to completely fill this tube of light. The deep wounds of our country, of our planet, are being revealed, and therefore our deepest wounds are being revealed, because the collective is a reflection of us. So we must forgive and love ourselves, and we must forgive and love our enemies, or what we perceive as our enemies. Nothing is against us, everything is for us. So the sacred violet flame is all around us, from our feet, going up to our ankles, going up to our knees, up our thighs, to our hips, our hands, our wrists, our forearms, our torso, our arms, our chest, our shoulders, our neck, our head. Our entire body is completely surrounded in violet fire. And the violet flame is a mixture of pink, unconditional love, and blue, divine will, protection. And so it pulls us up out of the mud into the light. And if we cast our shadow, our challenges, our wounded self into the violet flame, we surrender it, we hand it over, knowing that we are protected, we are provided for, we are loved unconditionally in the light. And when we align the divine will, magic occurs. But when we align with the divine will, everything that we have manifested in our life that is not in alignment with divine will, that is not in alignment with unconditional love, must come up and be healed. It is a crash course in ascension. And the violet flame is our greatest tool. And we take responsibility. We are never victims. And so we forgive this perpetrator, victim, divide and conquer, power over paradigm that everything in this world, the 3D world, is based upon. We forgive it within our life, within the collective, for they are one. Sacred, beloved violet flame, please burn in every cell, molecule, and atom of our body, filling us totally and completely. Blaze in our hearts and all around our bodies. Physical, allowing the violet flame to transmute physical body completely. Sending unconditional love to the being of our body, knowing that it reflects all the other bodies, thoughts and emotions. And it is here for us. We love you, body. Thank you. Thank you. I honor you. I bless you. Transmuting all dis-ease that has filtered down and manifested into your physical health, wellness, to your world that is a reflection also of your other bodies, mental, emotional, and spiritual. The physical body and material world is the last stop where they all reflect if we have not healed them. So any dis-ease in our body, any dis-ease in our life, any problems, any challenges are a reflection of thoughts and emotions and beliefs and stories and judgments from the past. And worry and anxiety about the future based upon the past. So allow the violet flame to bring you to this now moment, which is the only moment that is real. Past and the future are illusions. Time is an illusion. The only thing that is real is the present moment. So come into the present moment where you have access to your divinity, your perfection, your love, your power. And so allow the violet flame to transmute everything that is not that. Cast all your challenges and dis-ease onto the violet flame. You are free to have plenty. You are free to be healthy. You are free to have love. Everybody deserves it. But once it manifests in the physical body or material world, it takes time. You're locked into the time. That's the realm of time. So come into the no time for the magic, for the miracles, for the divine solutions. And if you can live in this now moment, you will be perfect. Everything will unfold magically. And that is ascension. You can bypass all the past and future and be enlightened now. So reverse engineering, going back. We take the violet flame and we blaze it in our emotional body. Our emotional body is so full of toxic emotions, just like our beloved Mother Earth is so full of toxins. And we've just been numbing ourselves and running on empty and avoiding these emotions like we try to hide the pollution. The ocean is a dumpster for the world. Our emotional bodies are like dumpsters. Let's create a dumpster fire with the violet flame, transmuting all emotions that are not love. And as the violet flame is transmuting our physical bodies. Allow the violet flame to transmute the body of the earth, which we are one with. And in the now moment, us and the earth are one. And so in this now moment, our physical body and the physical earth are one, and they are both being transmuted by the sacred violet flame. And our emotional body and the earth's emotional body, the water element, we are 70% water. The earth is 70% water. The waters are polluted. And the humans are not cleaning up the water. They're not clearing their emotions. So we're doubling down. We're transmuting all of our emotions, and we're transmuting the earth. And we're holding the light and picking up the slack for those who cannot. Those that are unable, we are able. We have this incredible tool, the violet flame. We can burn it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we become this divine healing tool. So allow the fear, the worry, the regret, guilt, the anger from the past, fear and the worry of the future based upon the past. And just let it go. Just let it go. Come into the present moment, where your emotions are calm and clear, like a pristine pool of water. And people used to have bowls of water, sacred fountains that were so still. It was called a scrying bowl, and they could see visions in the water. And that is what we are. Divine Spirit is giving us a vision through our emotions. So now allowing the emotions of love, of peace, of bliss, of joy, replacing all the fear with love. All negative emotions are fear, and all positive emotions are love. They cannot coexist. Where there is fear, there can be no love, and where there is love, there can be no fear. Holding the flame of unconditional love in our hearts, we are casting out all the fear. We are transmuting all the fear into love, love, love. Now allowing the violet flame to transmute our mental bodies. None of us in the 3D world know the truth. We have our stories based upon emotional experiences. We have our judgments based upon things that have happened in the past. Our mind is the tool of the ego, the devil's play tool. Our mind leads us astray. And so we release this lower, limited mind. It must die. The ego must die. We are in a death so that we may crash and burn the ego, meaning our side of ourself that believes we are separate, must die. And all the fear and anger and worry and hate must die with it. And then out of the ashes of our dead self, we rise up like the phoenix, and we connect with the higher mind of oneness, of truth. We become telepathic, which is our natural ability. And we realize that every thought connects with everybody else's thoughts. We must be careful what we think of, because whatever we think is what we create. And so let us create from our higher mind. And so transmuting all of the negative thoughts, all of the judgments. Judgment is judgment. Judgment on either side, even if people are doing things that are hurtful, if we judge them, we're going to their level. You judge it, you own it. You create karma for yourself through judgment. So you may be all righteous and fighting for the rights of people and the earth, but when you judge, you lose all your power. So cast that judgment onto the Christ within, onto the violet flame. And all your mental stories are illusions that your ego has made up. So let them go. You don't know anything in the third dimension. You literally know nothing, because it's all an illusion. So with this violet flame, we rise out of the ashes of our limited thinking. Take place amongst the masters, amongst the angels where we belong. That is who we are. And we transmute our energetic bodies, clearing all the smog, transmuting and clearing all the devices, all the cords, all the weapons, all the booby traps, all the poison, all the smog, all of the energies that limit us, that we have drawn to us through our lack of understanding. But we are forgiven unconditionally. So transmuting all of that as we send the violet flame into the air to transmute all of the thoughts and reactions. They're all going to come up. The two different viewpoints are going to fight. And it is a reflection of the separation of man from God, the separation of man from man, and the division of man and woman. It's a reflection of our inner division. And so we can't change anybody else, but we can change ourselves. We can rise up and surrender it all to the violet flame and shine the violet fire everywhere we go, transmuting all of our negative thoughts, energies, actions, or deeds that we have ever created. on any level, in any body, in any dimension, in any timeline, in any lifetime, past, present, future, from now until eternity, transmuting anything and everything that limits us from being the ascended Christ beings that we are, meaning unconditional love, completely separate from all religion, but as divine beings of light. We raise our vibration to the highest level possible to us now, and we share that with the earth. We remember that we are one. And every time we get angry and we judge, if we just forgive ourselves and forgive the person that we're judging, we're going to have so much opportunity for that. To transmute so much that's going to be coming up in the next month. We have our jobs cut out for us. We are transmuters and we are transmitters of light, of truth, of divinity, of healing, of oneness. We come into alignment with heaven and earth, with each other. We are interconnected. We are manifesting a crystal grid of light all around the planet as we are becoming crystalline beings and the earth is becoming a crystal. So let us sit for a moment and transmit unconditional love and violet fire, and create the intention that every day, all day, you are transmitting an unconditional love and you are transmuting with violet fire. Continuously and constantly, we ask that this violet flame and this pink flame burn 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, uninterrupted. But know when you get upset, when you react, you break that. And so that is the great task you are tasked with, to hold this love and this violet fire and let nothing disturb your peace. Because you have the higher perspective. You're connected with your higher mind. And now we transmit it to all that cannot understand it for themselves. For we are one. For humanity and the earth, a great invocation from the point of light within the mind of God. Let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. Christ consciousness, the group Christ consciousness of the age of Aquarius. From the center where the will of God is known, may purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose that the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the race of man, may from the center, which we call the race of man, Let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. May light and love and power restore the plan on earth. The divine plan is being restored now, and you are the divine plan. You are loved, you are protected, and we are one. So it is. So it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go out in love and transmute. For you are the Ascension.